my next tip is just very basic, but I think it's still so important. The thing you want to make sure that when you're going throughout your journey, that you're trying to be as consistent and patient as possible. Um, being consistent in that you're gonna have some times when you still eat a little bit of junk, or you may fall off the wagon a little bit, but you want to make sure that you jump back on. You want to make sure that you're not just going to stop and then say, you know what, I've been eating really bad, I had a bad lunch, so you know what, I might as well just have a bad dinner, I might as well just go ahead and keep eating junk all day. No. If you get to a point where you did have kind of a crappy lunch and it wasn't as great as you wanted it to be, just make sure that your next meal is it's good. Just make sure that you keep going and redeem yourself in that next meal and keep going. Because if you keep stopping and allowing yourself to give up every time that you have a slip up, then you're basically going to start going backwards. And all of that hard work that you've made so far, I'm not going to say that it's going to be pointless, because it's not, but it's going to seem like you haven't made very much progress. I mean, you're just going to be digging yourself into a deeper hole and just going backwards. And it's not really a good feeling, because when you get that motivation to start again, it's going to be like, man, I could have been in a better position had I not given up 2 or 3 months ago. But don't give up, keep going. Also have patience. Everybody loses weight at a different rate. You get different results depending on your workout plan, depending on what you're eating, depending on your genetics, depending on so many different things. Also depending on how many times you fall off the wagon, your results are going to be different from everyone else's. So don't compare your program to your neighbors or your sisters or your brothers or whomever else may be on their journey, And let's see. Also keep in mind, it takes about, if you're actually eating well consistently and you're exercising, it takes about a good week to lose about a pound. So even though it may seem like a lot of time has passed, and you go and jump on the scale and you're like, man, I've only lost 2 pounds in 2 or 3 weeks, that's okay. That's okay. And then in the beginning, like if you have a lot of weight to lose, then you're probably going to drop weight a lot quicker. It's going to be kind of effortless to an extent. But the closer you get to your ideal weight, it's going to be harder. So you might have to regroup and kick things up an extra notch, and work out a little bit harder. You may have to rethink a lot of foods that you're eating. I still, in the beginning of my weight loss journey, I still ate a lot of junk. I'm not gonna lie, because you can get 1,800 calories from eating chips and cake and candy, but you can also get 1,800 calories from eating fruits and vegetables and low lean protein and low fat dairy and that kind of stuff as well. And I actually did a mix of that, but I think if I was eating cleaner, I definitely would have had progress. I would have been progressing in a different way. But yeah, be consistent, be patient, and just hang in there. Don't give up, because it's a journey. It's a journey for a reason. It's a long process. But there's so many different things that you're going to learn throughout this journey that's going to help you not only lose the weight but keep it off. And that's why I say start slow, because if you start too fast, then you're not really developing habits that are going to be a lifelong thing. This is a life journey, not just about you losing weight in 6 months and then boom, you're done. That's not how it works, because you can easily slip back into old habits. So you want to focus, your main focus on this journey is not just to lose weight, but to also create new habits in the process. And that's what helps you keep the weight off for a long time. That's what's helped me keep over 80 pounds off in about 10 years. I don't even really eat as poorly as I did back in the day, mainly because, my eating habits are different. My environment is different also. So you'll start to notice these changes as you go throughout your journey. And, again, the main thing is that you want to be consistent, you want to be patient, and don't give up. Because just because you're not seeing a change today doesn't mean that next week or the week after that you're not going to see a difference. Sometimes those changes sneak up on you. Sometimes you get this burst of energy that just, now your diet and exercise is catching up with you, and you're starting to see those results, and you're starting to feel better. So hang in there, keep going. You know, if you're at your program for about a month or so and you're not really noticing any changes, you're not really losing weight, you're not really feeling well, go back to the basics. Go back and look at what you're doing. Go back and look at your eating regimen, your exercise regimen. You know, don't think that you can keep sneaking in a bunch of junk food here and there and it's not going to show up. Eventually it does show up and it'll affect your progress. So keep it real. Just keep it real. Keep it real, be consistent, and be patient. And that is all I have for today. So I hope you guys have a great day and take care.